Hey, Amber Vilhauer here from NGNG Enterprises, which stands for No Guts, No Glory. And on today's Fast Track video, I'm coming to you with an oldie but a goodie. This is a redo of a video I created many years ago around how to create a content plan that will give you enough content ideas for a year's worth of content. Okay, so in order to be successful with today's teaching, I need you to please pause the video and go grab a blank piece of paper and a pen. Maybe get a couple in case you are totally OCD like me and you make the slightest mistake and you need to start all over again. I also now find it really effective to use my iPad for such a project because then I have that little erase tool and it really calms me. But either way, I want you to get a blank piece of paper or your iPad because we are going to do some fun exercises here to give you a year's worth of content. Now, this started for me many years ago, actually, when I developed the concept for my Leverage to Scale marketing program that teaches your VA how to do all of your content marketing for you to save you from paying high agency fees, but also keep that control and training in-house. Now, I knew back then that video was going to be the it thing. So this was before YouTube was what it was. Yes, I'm showing you my age, but the company was founded in 2007. So we've been around for a little while. And back then, I wanted to figure out the fastest way to do something without sacrificing quality. So I knew that video was going to be the thing. I knew that in order to be successful in driving organic traffic into my brand, I needed to be consistent with my content. I needed to be educational and inspirational. And as always, I needed to make sure that I was developing human connection with my viewer on the other side of this video, which you can do by being conversational, talking to one person, eye contact, leaning in, these various things that I teach inside of Leverage to Scale as well. But a pillar of the success of that program is that you can create a batch of tip videos that you can then have your VA, somebody on your team, maybe a creative marketing assistant, repurpose one video a week to do a blog post, search engine optimization, all of your social media, and your email marketing. Now, this was something that I was going to have to do first to prove the concept before I could share it with other people, right? So one day, it was a Saturday morning, I sat down at my desk and I pulled out a blank piece of paper. And now I'm going to show you the exercise. At the very top of the piece of paper, I want you to write out your overarching topic. So for example, at the top of my piece of paper, if you can see this, it says online business development. Online business development, that's what I do. Yes, I can do branding and websites and marketing and book launch. I help build monetization models. But what I really do is I help you build your business online. So online business development is really the umbrella topic for everything else that I do. So pause here and see if you can write down what is your umbrella topic. Now, the next step is we're going to write less than 5 categories that sit underneath your umbrella topic. So for example, one of my category topics here is branding and website. Another one is content marketing, because I talk about that all the time. Another one is book launch, and another one is growth. So I want you to create 5 categorical topics underneath your umbrella of what it is that you do. Let's say that you're a life coach. Your topics might be relationships, family, wealth, career, health. I mean, something like that. I know this can be a little bit of a mind bender if you haven't thought about it before. So another thing that you could do is on the side of a different piece of paper, just start writing out things that you do that you tend to talk about in groups, like at a higher level. Then see if you can mix and match and absorb one into the other and come down with 5 or less categories underneath your umbrella topic. So you can pause here and do that work now. And when you are ready, you can come back. And here's the really fun part. What I did is I took out my iPhone. I set my timer for 5 minutes. That's the key. You can't do it more than 5 minutes because this is where the fun comes in. So set your timer for 5 minutes. And the next thing that you're going to do is write as many topics as you can possibly think of underneath each of your categories in that 5-minute time period. So as an example, under content marketing, I put content plan, which is what we're building here together now, video tips, video types, optimize video, blogging weekly, SEO and keywords, stock imagery, social channels, social frequency, social engagement, weekly email marketing, interview on podcasts, outreach and referrals, content sheet, podcast protocol, live streaming, press and media, awards, book reviews, calls to action, book and speaking, start a podcast, and it goes on. Don't second guess yourself. Clear your head a little bit. Just be thinking about when you're on sales calls, when you were writing your book, when you're speaking on stage, when you're engaged in conversation, what are the things that you talk about? What are the frequently asked questions that come up in your community or online or just in your head when you're thinking of night? Think about your business plan. Think about your vision, your why. What are the keywords that come up? And ultimately, within your 5 minutes, you will end by having a content plan with your umbrella topic, your categories, and then your speaking topics below that. So you can pause the video and do that for 5 minutes now and then come back. And as we come back, I want you to know that, of course, you can spend another 10 minutes, 30 minutes writing this out if you want to, but I don't think you need to. You just want some prompts to get you started. This is how you develop a content plan. Now, from here, following my leverage to scale process, I sat down that Saturday and I looked at the content plan and I thought, what is the topic on this list of all the categories and all the things? What's the easiest that I could speak into? Testimonials. Oh my gosh, I could write a book on how to get testimonials. Great. I'll do a quick tip video on testimonials. The next step is I actually took a Post-it note and I thought, what are 3 main points that I want to share with people about how to get testimonials or the importance of testimonials or what to do with them once you get them? Or maybe that becomes my 3 points, what I just said. But either way, I would just put 3 bullets on my Post-it note, put it just beneath my camera lens here, and then I hit record. And I said, Amber Vilhauer here, and your today's fast track video is all about testimonials. Now, if you're going to get testimonials, here's what you need to know. What's important, how you're going to repurpose them. And I had like a little call to action at the very end to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And that was the end of my first video. I'd go in, change my shirt, come back. What's the next easiest video? Oh, well, I could talk about bonuses for your book launch. Great. That would be easy. What are the 3 things that I want to say about that? Put it below my camera, record the video, go change my shirt, come back. The next easiest. This content plan, as silly as it is, in 5 minutes, you can make one, is all of the content that I need for the year ahead in marketing in my business. And I want you to do them in video tips. You're going to keep these videos less than 5 minutes in length, ideally. If you're a talker like me, it might be a little bit more sometimes. Statistically, 6 minutes is the mark where you're going to see a bigger drop off in viewership. More and more people are watching video content on double speed, which means I'm thinking people would last a little bit longer if need be, but just be mindful. The way I also look at it, if you're giving real value, people will watch a 15-minute video. If you're just all about you and you've got fluffy content and it's not really good content, then people aren't going to watch you. So just be you, speak at the length that you need to speak to give true value out and try to connect with the viewer on the other end. But in terms of what to say, this content plan is really going to help you out. I like to record video in batches. Just did it today. So this is probably the 7th video in a row that I've created today, because that first video is by far the hardest lift. After that, you're in flow state. It gets easier and easier. So that's why having this content plan is so valuable, because otherwise you'll sit there and think, well, I don't know what to say. I don't have any value. I don't know anything. That's not true. Last tip that I want to give you about the content plan really is that you don't have to do it in any kind of order. In fact, I encourage you not to. The key here is to offer your audience variety. So that's why I want you pinging around between the different category columns and the different topics. And don't worry about the order of things. Also, don't worry about giving away the farm. Give away the farm, because your viewers will look at that and think, oh my gosh, if they're giving me this much content for free, what are they going to provide when I buy their course or their masterclass or hire them for service or whatever it is? You want to be fully authentically you and give as much value as you can, because also at the end of the day, it's going to make you really feel good and fulfilled about the work that you do. With the content plan, it's great to use it for creating a short tip video series. And it's also great as a final advanced tip for creating your free opt-in offer line. What the heck does that mean? Well, I could look at my categories here and I could create a mini course on branding and website. It could be a 40-minute video that I offer as a mini course to somebody who joins my email list that wants to know about branding and websites. And I will share what I know in this content list here about branding and websites and the things you need to know and what to keep in mind. I'll even pull up some example websites that I could refer to for a visual. And then I'll end with a call to action to contact us if you're interested in having us design your website. Next category over, content marketing. I'll create a 40-minute video that walks you through content marketing and have a call to action at the end to look into my Leverage to Scale training program. That video can be given away for free to people who join my email list, and so on and so forth. So now you have these brief little tip videos online. You can drive interest into these landing pages where people join your email list in order to go deeper with the content. Then you could create a paid course for each of these individual categories. So whether it's a 97, 197, 297, all the sevens, create a course that's paid. Now you know that these people have a genuine interest in websites, but maybe they want more information about colors and typography and animation and video and photos and how to shape your content. And if I could create a course that goes even deeper on the subject, well, that's worth somebody investing in. Then if they want to have me do it for them, they're going to spend even more. Right? So this is a value ladder or funnel. I mean, internet marketing experts call it different things depending on who you're following. For me, I'm just going to say, give away the farm and then offer people the next step. Here's the free course. Here's the paid course, or just hire us to do it for you. And as you're seeing, you could now, in my example of my content plan, you could have 4 different courses. Also, you could create one master course on online business development, and these categories become the modules for your master course that you're selling for $5,000 or $10,000. And it could lead into all of your different services, right? So what I love about building a content plan is it takes 5 minutes. It's kind of fun. And it basically is the model for content development and production in your business for the year ahead. So if you thought that video was valuable, give me a comment with a thumbs up. Give me something. Come on, I've earned it, right? Also, subscribe to YouTube so you can get notified when future videos like this become available. Head on over to ngngenterprises.com and download our pricing menu for free. Would love to get to know anybody who's stumbled into my network because I feel like relationship and connection is totally where it's at. So until the next video, just remember, no guts, no glory. Thanks for your time.